Hello, Karen here with Recovery Fitness for 6 o'clock yoga on Thursday. I was set up outside, but well, it looked like it was gonna rain, and my husband said it's gonna be thunderstorm. But also, there's a little birdhouse out there with baby birds in it on the back deck, and there's a screeching mother, not happy I was out there. So I left her alone and the babies. I have a nice breeze coming in the window right in front of me. I think the rain will cool off the day. So I just need to get on here and share. And wait a few minutes. See if anybody's going to join us tonight. Oops, error loading. Hi, Serena. Oh, it's sunshine there. It looks pretty dark here. Lucky you. Let's see if I can do this again. I probably posted it twice. Oh well. So it's hot, and we're just going to do some gentle, slow yoga. I have a stitch in my side from something. Let's see, did that work? Yep. So we can get started. Technology. Is the kitty cat ready, Serena? Serena's cats do yoga too. So let's get started. Finding a seated, comfortable seated position. What did I do? Oh dear. Alright, I can pull this closer. Right. The cat is in meditation mode. I would be too. Move as much as possible on the hot day. Imagine having all that fur on a hot day. Ugh. So let's find a nice, comfortable seated position. So again, if you like your legs out or one out, whatever's comfortable for you tonight. And I'm on a block. You can be on a towel or even sitting on the floor, whichever's comfortable. I like to have my hips elevated a little bit to keep my spine in a nice neutral S-curve. Shoulders back and down. And let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Really inhaling deep, our 3-part breath. Inhaling, expanding our chest, opening our ribs, and then our belly presses out. And that's a practice to be able to do that. And then let's go ahead and do a little movement, bringing our arms up and exhaling to heart center. Let's do this 3 times. And release. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up. And then we're going to twist to the left, bringing the right hand to the left knee and the left arm behind us, and just turning, looking to the side, the left side of the room. Couple breaths here. Bringing it back to center, and then the other way. Left hand to the right knee, right arm down, and looking to the right side of the room. Couple breaths. And then we're going to move nice and slow from side to side. Inhaling as we come up to center and flowing right to the other side. Exhale. So here you're going with your own flow of breath. You can be going faster or slower than me. Either way is fine. Honoring our body tonight, where we're at, accepting and honoring, releasing judgment, expectations that we have of ourselves tonight, and just going with the flow. It's hot. We're just going to go with a nice, gentle, slow flow. And last one, bringing it back to center and releasing our arms down. We're going to release our left arm out to the side and bring right arm all the way up and over. Just make sure keeping that right hip down as we reach our right arm. So that right bicep is right about where our ear is, our right ear. Oh, nice breeze coming in. And let's go to the other side. Right arm down and left arm comes up and over. Pressing left side, left hip down. And then we're going to go side to side. Left arm down, right arm up. And a nice flow. Inhale. And exhale. And a couple more times. Reach. And last time. And bring it all the way back. Take our right arm across the body and bring our left arm up. Gently give it a nice stretch. Right across. Ooh, my inner sore. Couple of breath here. And release. And come the other way. Left arm out to the side, across the body. And release. So let's inhale 3 more times all the way up into heart center. Inhale. And one more time. And all the way down. So we can begin to move with our breath a little more, releasing the block or whatever you have. Towel. Hi, Joe. Nice to drop in. Thanks. Have a nice dinner. Yum, yum. I'm going to eat after I'm done here. So let's come over into tabletop. Finding our hips over our knees, our feet flat, and our fingers, nice big 5-point starfish fingers. And then finding the shoulders, elbows, and wrists that are stacked. And a little micro bend at the elbow. Keeping that tailbone tilted down. And then when we inhale, bringing the chin up, tilting the tailbone up. And then exhale, engage the core as you press spine to the ceiling, chin to the chest, tailbone tilted down. And then following your own breath here. Inhaling, keeping those shoulders open. And exhaling into cat, pressing the spine to the ceiling, keeping those feet flat. This is good for lower back. And just warming up the body. A nice gentle flow. Engaging the core as you press the spine to the ceiling. And nice gentle movements, controlled movements, up and down. And then release back into your child's pose, so hips back over the legs, reaching the arms forward, releasing that forehead to the floor or on 2 fists or on your block. Just finding our child's pose. Active arms, so our hands are reaching, our arms are reaching forward. And then bring the arms back. So bring the arms pointing back. Here is another option for child's pose. You can really just relax the arms. And it feels very comfortable position. Bringing the arms back up and coming all the way back up for spinal balance. So we're going to come back to that tabletop position. And we're going to press away from the floor so our shoulders are not up on our ears. So we're pressing away from the floor. And our left leg is going to go straight back. So our hips are parallel to the floor. Nice straight hips here. Tendency to hike it up. But we want to keep it as straight as possible. And even thinking as if you could put your foot up against the wall behind you. So foot is flexed, toes down. And then, if you want to incorporate your arm, reaching that right arm forward, reaching and pressing with the heel and reaching with those fingertips forward, engaging the core, and exhaling to come down. And then the other side, right leg back, left arm reaching. Really feel that energy from the heel all the way up the leg, through the torso, along the arm, right out the fingertips. Exhale down. And then follow your own flow of breath. Inhaling as you come up. Really engaging as you press that heel back. You're engaging that leg. And as you reach forward with the hand, you're engaging the arm. And at the same time, we're engaging the core. And that's going to help with balance. Now, we can just do our legs here if we want. But if we learn how to engage in our core a little more, we can have a little more balance. We can work on that. And then press back into your child's pose. Take a few breaths here. So we're going to, I'm going to move this way so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to be on our hands and knees, still tabletop position. But we're going to turn our head to the right. We're going to look over to the right, and we're going to bring that right leg out. So our foot is going to be parallel to the side, end of the mat. Walking our hands back and coming up. So if you have Knee issues, we can put more, we can double up our mat here. I have 2 mats on my floor. So we have our right foot straight out, and then our left arm is going to come up and gently reach over so our hips are forward and our shoulders are back. We can partial bind our right arm behind us, or we can just reach down our right leg. Again, engaging our core for help in our balancing and focusing on our breath. Nice, gentle, even breath. If we lose our breath or we find ourselves holding it, then we would come out, take a pause, and then come back in when we regain our breath. It's all about the breath. Now we're going to release our left arm down so that right leg will come in a little bit. The hips stay forward, shoulders stay back, right hand on the hip, and then bring that right arm all the way up. So a couple options here. We can stay right here. We can bring our right arm over our head. Again, the bicep hovering over our right ear. That's about where your placement would be. And then if you want to pick up your right leg, you're going to feel that in your hips, in your core. All options. I get a Charlie horse in my hip. So just a few more breaths here. And engage the core as we come all the way up. Bring the arms forward and bring them down. Bring the right leg in. Let's go to the other side. Look to the left and bring that left leg out. Walk ourselves back. And maybe you're noticing a difference from one side to the other. Very common. Just breathe into those stretches. Right arm is going to come up and gently come over. Feeling a nice stretch all on that right hand side. Bicep is right about where the ear's at. Left arm is coming down our leg. You can bring it behind for a partial bind. Or just gently reach down the leg. Breathing. And bringing the right arm down to the right. The left leg comes in a little bit. We keep those hips forward and the shoulder back and reach that left arm up. So again here, so I like to be up on my fingertips. We can bring that left arm over. We can pick up our left leg. Maybe we feel a difference from side to side in that. So I can pick this leg up maybe a little further than the other side. And we get another Charlie horse in here. Whew. Couple breath here, feeling the length all along the left hand side. And engaging the core as we come up, bringing the arms forward and releasing down. Bring the left leg in and then come into your child's pose. Release all the way down into child. Few breaths. We're going to do our little mini series. So we're going to inhale and come up. We're going to be in our kneeling plank. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. And that you can be up in full plank or stay with me here in kneeling plank. We're going to exhale, coming down to chaturanga. Release all the way down into cobra. Release the hands back down to the mat and press all the way back to child. Take a few breaths here. Inhale into our kneeling plank again. Keeping our shoulders back, away from our ears. So when we come into Chaturanga, we keep our elbows close to our ribs as we come down, keeping our core engaged. So this is a lot of upper body strength, and then just releasing all the way down. Coming into Cobra, or release your hands down under your shoulders and press up into Up Dog. Shoulders again. We're pressing away from the floor, shoulders away from our ears. Coming back down and press back into child. And we'll do one more, whichever option you choose of each. Inhaling into plank or kneeling plank. One option in Chaturanga, exhaling, elbows in, and then coming all the way down for Cobra or Up Dog. So full expression of Up Dog. Our legs, my legs are on the mat right now. Full expression would be engaging the legs so that they come up off the mat and I'm on the tops of, I can't remember, Charlie, on the tops of my feet. And then from here, we would go to Down Dog, curl the toes all over one by one, and then press up into Down Dog. So let's walk it out. Pressing away from the floor, shoulders back and down. Sit bones up to the ceiling. And walking it out. First Down Dog today. Legs, back of the legs probably tight. Let's walk it up to a forward fold. Maybe grab our elbows and do a gentle roll. Ragdoll. And release the arms down, and we're going to come up into halfway, flat back. Exhale back down, and then we're going to come all the way up, chin to chest, as we bring the arms up, and then reaching up all the way, and release. And then we'll shake it out and do a little rebound shake for the nervous system. So now we're standing. So I think we'll do chair. We haven't done chair. We're going to stand. I like my feet together. You can stand with your feet apart. But we're going to sit back, hips go back, and bring our arms up. We can come into hands to heart center. So while we're in our chair, we try to keep our shoulders open. Like I said, another option is bringing your arms up so your biceps are at your ears, around there. We're pressing our hips back. Try to put your weight on your heels, pressing into your heels for chair. Couple breath here. Bringing our hands to heart center if you want, and then come up on the toes just to see how that feels differently. And breathe, couple breath here. And then bring it back down, and then we're going to inhale, come all the way up, and release. Whew. Where's that breeze? So while we're up here, let's do a twist. We're going to find our Tadasana, our mountain pose. find your breath, pressing those feet into the floor. Let me turn this way. Palms open, shoulders back and down. Let's go ahead and bring our left leg up. Our knee is going to be bent at a 90 degree. So left leg comes up. So you can have and the foot is flexed. You can be next to a wall for this. So we're going to take our right arm to the outside of our left thigh. And then open our chest to the left. And our left arm comes back for a twist. So a lot of balance going on here. Again, you can shimmy up to a wall so that your left arm hits the wall behind you. So bringing that leg up and then bringing the left arm back, and I have a wall behind me, or a shelf I can hold on to. And eventually you kind of let go and practice and play around with that. And it's always about, yoga is always about practice. We're never done learning or doing yoga. And then release. Give it a shake. So get yourself set up for the other side if you want to get up close to a wall behind you. Bringing that right leg up. So we're at a 90-degree angle on our right knee. Foot is flat. Bringing our left hand to the outside of the right thigh. And bringing our right arm back and looking to the right or even towards the back of the room for even a bigger twist. Focusing on one space is going to help with our balance. Engaging our core is going to help with our balance. And breathing, focusing on our breath. And of course, practice. And bringing it back and shaking that out. Let's give our shoulders a roll. Do that in the beginning. Nice roll back, shoulder rolls. And then forward. Opposite way. Good. Good, good, good. So we're going to come back down to the floor. How we'll do that, we'll come into our mountain position, our Tadasana, again finding our stability here in this mountain pose. We're pressing our feet into the floor, the sides of our feet, the heels, the balls of our feet. Our legs are engaged, our shoulders back and down. Nice tall back. Palms open. So we're going to inhale and sweep the arms all the way up and touch the fingers. And when we exhale, we're going to swan dive as we hinge at the hips. Swan dive all the way down into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the left leg back. And then the right. Coming into our down dog again. So check out how this feels, if it feels any different from the first one. Again, we're thinking about pressing away from the mat, rolling our shoulders out, rolling biceps outward, sit bones towards the ceiling, and breathing. Now we can come down on our knees and take a break and pause here, but let's come back up and 5 breath here. This is another pose that takes practice. It seems uncomfortable and maybe awkward, but once you're comfortable, it's actually a resting
position. A place to come to take a break if you're in the middle of a vigorous workout. This is a place to take a pause. Couple more breaths. Excellent. We're going to inhale into plank. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And release back down and press back into our child. Take a few breaths here in child. If you like the arms going back, do that. Whichever is the best, comfortable, most comfortable for you. And we're going to come back up. We're going to do a gentle rock of the hips from one side to the other for the lower back. So we just came up into our tabletop, and then we're gently releasing the hips to one side as our head goes opposite, and then flowing to the other side with our hips. So it's as far as is comfortable for you. It's just a nice gentle flow for lower back. And coming back to center. So we're going to thread the needle. I'll turn this way. So we're in our tabletop position. We're going to take our right arm and put it behind our left arm and slowly release down to our shoulder. Then we can keep our left arm in this 90-degree position. Feeling a nice stretch here. Couple breaths. And coming back up nice and slow. And preparing for the other side. Left arm behind the right arm. Slowly lower to the shoulder and then the head. Couple breaths here. And bring it back up. Let's turn it around for you. Oh, take a couple breaths. You can come into your child's pose. This, I like to come up on my haunches like this. Come up, bent knees, and then bring the arms back. Get a nice stretch in the quads. Couple breath here. And coming back, crossing at your knees, and then coming all the way over onto your bottom. We can do a twist. I'll turn again. So for a twist that we'll do today, our legs are out straight. Let's see. So we're going to bend our right leg at the knee and then pick it up and cross it over the left leg. Our right arm's going to stay behind us, and our left arm's coming up and coming to the outside of that right leg. So we can either do this, bring that arm to the outside, and using it as leverage to really get our twist in, keeping our spine neutral. We can hold our leg, put our arm right around our leg, or we can hold the knee. Whichever works best for you today. Breathing. Looking to the right or even towards the back of the room. Bringing it back to center. Releasing that right leg down. We're going to bend the left leg at the knee and then cross it over the right leg. Left arm behind us, right arm comes up and onto the outside of that left leg. Again, using it as leverage to open up our body to the left side of the room. Breathing through our twist. You can hold your leg, you can hold your knee, but taking advantage of our twists by breathing nice and deep. Couple more breaths here. And bringing it back. And releasing. And we're going to take our hands behind our knees and lower ourselves all the way down onto our back, bringing our knees up, and give ourselves a nice little rock, nice gentle rock here. And releasing the feet flat, keeping our knees bent. We'll take our right leg and we're going to bend the knee and bring the foot onto the left upper thigh. So we're resting it right on the left leg. And we're going to keep our feet flexed. So we can stay here and gently press on that right leg at the thigh and feel that in the hip. Or we can come all the way up and really feel this in that right hip. Breathing, keeping the feet flexed. Breathing into that stretch in that hip. Really nice deep breath in there. As you exhale, maybe releasing some of that tension being held in our hips. Couple more breaths. This is really a good one to breathe into the tight hips if we have them. Maybe feeling just a little more leeway as we exhale some of that tension away. And gently release that side, bring that right leg back over. Picking up the left leg, crossing it over onto the right. So we're gently pressing on that left thigh. And again, we can stay right here and breathe. Begin to pick up your right leg and really, you can even take your left arm and gently press on the left thigh and open up a little more as leverage here again. Wherever you're at today. Don't want it to hurt, but we want to feel it. We definitely want to feel something. And as we feel it, we can breathe into it. So as we exhale, nice deep inhales, and then exhaling, releasing some of that tension built up in our hips. We hold a lot of stress in our hips. Just taking the time, 5 to 8 breaths here. Just hunkering down and accepting we're going to take 5 to 8 breaths in this position and just focus on letting go, releasing. Let the breath do some work for us. And see if you feel the difference as you breathe into it. I do. And then releasing all the way back down. So I want to shake my legs a little bit. And then we'll do a nice twist. Arms are going to go out to the side, picking up that right leg and crossing it at the knee, and then let the legs float to the left. And then turn our head to the right. Both shoulders on the floor. Big twist. Breathing into that big twist. Big breath. Couple more breath here, taking advantage of all of our twists with some nice deep breath. Getting that diaphragm to work. And engaging the core as we bring the legs back up. And we're going to switch sides, so left leg up over the right. Release, let the legs float to the right, and then turning our head to the left. Again, our shoulders on the floor. Breathe. Nice deep breath. In through the nose and out the nose. Engage in the core as we bring those legs back up. And we're going to come all the way down into final relaxation or Shavasana. Taking just a few minutes here as we relax the body. Feeling the shoulders relax into the mat. The weight of our body, just feeling the weight release and relax. Our breath comes back to just a normal breath. We can close our eyes here, relax our muscles in our face. And just taking a few minutes to absorb our practice tonight. Let it sink in. Acknowledge and feel how the body feels after the practice. Maybe do a scan from head to toe. And we're going to point our toes and we're going to reach arms up over the head and reach. We're elongating the body, feeling the length, feeling long here from our practice. And then bringing the knees in one at a time. Oh, that feels good. Roll, a little roll on the lower back. And then just gently rolling to our side and pressing from our hands on the floor, pressing up into a seated position. Oh, that felt good. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank you for coming. Let's inhale one last time all the way up, and exhale to heart center and close with Namaste. Thank you, friends, for coming this Thursday. Hi, Sharon. Did you do yoga, Sharon? Thanks for coming. So, I was wondering what Joe had for dinner. Just kidding. So, thanks, guys, for joining, and we'll see you next time, which will be next Tuesday. All right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.